carer support service, not guild care. She's going to love me for saying that, you know. But I thought that the care support. Jane is obviously with the care support service in Worthington District, and she'll tell us a little about specialised training, because one of the things we've got in the community is a large number, I'll show in the best of it, over 45 to 55 carers, and also not to do carers, there's a lot of work for young carers as well. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah, the relationship between, you probably know Guild Care in Worthing. We are actually sort of hosted by them, so we work in their building and we come under their charity registration, but the Carer Support Service is independent. And it does what it says on the can. We support carers, and by a carer we mean anyone, any age, any sex, looking after and helping to support somebody at home. And I think in the 2001 census, there were 6 million carers in the UK, and that is expected to be a huge underestimate. I mean, if you think of yourselves and the people you know, you don't have to live with the person, but are you caring for an elderly parent, a disabled person, a neighbour who needs a bit of support, a disabled child, somebody with learning disabilities, somebody with mental health or drug, alcohol. I mean, if you start looking at that, most people have some experience of caring, and most of us, if you haven't had it already, you probably will have. You know, statistically, between sort of 45 and 65 is when you're most likely to be a carer. And what we exist to support those people, and we do it by very much what people have been saying here, trying to provide what you need. You know, we don't exist for our own satisfaction, we're there for you. We provide information, and I've brought some basics along, so if you want to have some of that, please do. If you want to talk to me about it, you can. If you want to take it for somebody you think would find it useful, please do. So we provide information, we provide support of various kinds. There's always somebody there at the end of the phone, Monday to Friday, to talk through what you might need. We've got specialist services. The details are there, and I'm here to talk about it. I won't bore everybody with it now. But we also run events for carers. There's a calendar for 2010, and we've got Carers Week coming up in June for a week. So there's the details of all that there. But one of the things we do, and why I'm here today and happy to be invited, thank you very much, is that we do provide some training for carers. It's free. I think you usually get a certificate saying you've been there, but it's not a sort of formal qualification or accredited. It's just something you might want to learn. For example, we regularly do one called Manage Your Mobile, because we find, particularly with older people who might be caring, often their son or daughter says, "Here, Mum, here, Dad, you must have a mobile. I need you to have a mobile," and they're terrified. And what we do is we do a little course over a few weeks where there's 2 tutors, only a very small group, and you take your own phone in. You know, there isn't a sort of blackboard and this is where you start. It's individual, one-to-one, and it's huge in terms of giving confidence and so on. So we do that. We regularly run a back care course, because again, often when you're caring for somebody with a physical disability, you may have to support them, you may have to help them in and out of the car, you might have to help them in and out of bed or onto the loo or something like that. And how many people's backs go when they do that? Because they don't know the right way to do it, how to protect their back. So we do that. We've also been lucky enough to get some funding to run a course called Dealing with Life, which is over a period of 6 weeks, small sessions, and it's things like dealing with professionals or managing stress, looking after yourself, how to cope with the things that life throws at you, really, from a carer's point of view. And those have been very popular. They're usually a group of about 6 people, and because people come for several weeks, and there's quite a lot of coffee and tea and biscuits and things like that. So there's quite a lot of mutual support, and a lot of those groups carry on as sort of friendship groups after the course is finished. Currently, I don't know how many people in this room this would apply to, but currently we've got some money from the Department of Health, and we're running a series of sessions on carer awareness. This is actually for professionals. It's free, and the details are there too. So, and they're all, it's a West Sussex thing, so there are ones all over the county. I don't know that there's... I'm here. I'm very happy to talk to anybody about that. We have a website, we have a newsletter, it's all there, I'm here. So just know, and please spread the word, because quite often with carers, because they have a caring responsibility, they often get quite isolated. You know, they're not free to go out to coffee mornings or to go shopping with a friend. And very often, particularly if they're caring over the long term, they find that their friends tend to drop away and they're not able to go out and they get quite isolated. We recognise that, we try and fill that gap. So if you, or if you know, more particularly if you know anybody out there who's in that position, do take what you think would be of interest and help to them and tell them about our courses. Thanks very much.